continue, shall we? Alright. You can sleep after 2100. Sleeping heals all your health. Alright, cool. So we have 10 more hours till we can sleep. Alright, let's talk to the lady. Let's check out these books.
A small mountain of colorful board game boxes. There are numerous types of games for all ages. A lot of shelf space seems to be taken up by Wirral-related merchandise.
Let's look at the pile of
endless
merchandise.
variety of source books, lore books, and codices litter the table. The topmost book is titled Welkin Compendium, 2nd edition. There's also a large hardbound tome with intricate cover art, The Hunters of Catawak,
Hey, SS
Boreal
penetration.
Creature Compendium,
Welcome.
and a Pick Your Path adventure game book titled
Oh, yes.
Tales of Wirral.
Pick Your
Cover
Path
of
adventure
Velcro.
game book. We're getting that.
Books in a board game section? Who wants to read books?
Anything that really catches my eye?
There's a box that says Wirral 3rd edition Mega Setting Supplements Module. The side panel notes a fantastique adventure board game, new maps and miniatures. A sticker
Ooh,
on
I
it
love
displays
miniatures.
25 real.
We don't have that.
That price is steep, but then it's the 3rd edition Mega Setting Supplement, so it makes sense.
Let's talk to the
Wonderful
lady.
board games,
Ooh.
sir. The
Hey, lady.
Viticulturist is a classic for sure, or perhaps you'd like Archipelagos of Insulinde, a
No.
very educational game for
I don't
those
want that.
interested in geography.
I don't want to learn.
Raubritta is a fun game
Raubritta.
with economic competition, but can get quite intense after a while.
Monopoly.
We have games for the whole family. You can play with your children.
Monopoly.
Who are you going to play board games with? Do you have friends or family?
Do I have friends? No, the lieutenant won't know. We just met.
Then don't.
Who'd want to have children with me? I guess we're going sarcastic.
Then you're a lucky man, officer. Children are the greatest.
Are we
of
sure
treasures.
they are? All right, she fiddles with her pendant, thinking.
For playing with friends, I'd recommend Suzerainty. It's a civilization building game where you build a civilization, then set off to brutally colonize and repress other
Yes.
civilizations. It'll cost 12 real.
I don't have that. So what are all these Wirral things? Hey, Convict Nick. I will try. I'll try.
Lousy auras there.
All right,
No,
who gets a
wrong
heart
thing.
attack from
You're one of
punching a
those
child?
You
Or
know,
not punching a
You're
child?
into those kind of things. Personally, I don't like it. Not at all.
Lousy auras there. Okay.
I've heard they turn people into occult enthusiasts.
Oh, yes. Yes,
That
please.
they have rituals where they try to summon entities. Highly immoral stuff.
Girl,
You can still buy them though.
have you seen, like, season 3 of Riverdale? You know nothing. Alright, let's go. Let's look around. We gotta browse the shop here. Old sports magazines. What we got here? But, hi, Convict Nick. I'm finally playing it. Finally playing Disco Elysium. Oh, the lady was right there. The book collects the national recipes of Arda. They're all about lake trout. But alright. Woman, we need to chat with you for a second. Just a hot sec. It'll be fine. Don't kick us out.
Welcome to Crime, Romance, and Biographies of Famous People. My name is Plaisance.
Alright. Hi, Plaisance.
Welcome, and please take responsibility for the energy you bring into this space.
Are you what? Can you give me some money? I am looking forward to it. I just feel bad because I can only play it in like 2-hour intervals. So are you the owner of the store? We're not going to be beggar people, even though I feel like we might have to. I feel like it's rude to ask for money. Let's do it.
I am the proudest owner of our little shop of culture.
Little shop of culture. Okay. What if I want to buy a book? No. The girl outside mentioned that this place is cursed. Your daughter's the one standing out the store, right? Farewell. Okay, we're gonna ask. We're just cutting to the chase. Let's go.
Cursed? Who said that? Annette?
Yeah.
I will have a word with her. This place
She
is not
told
cursed.
us.
It has a robustly magnetic energy.
Potato, potato,
Good
lady.
for commercial activity. My business is thriving, sir.
Are we sure about that?
What in God's name is she talking about?
Your daughter is the one standing outside, right?
Annette, yes, my daughter. I hope she wasn't slacking off again with her nose in science fiction.
Oh, the worst,
Tell me,
the worst
was
type.
she at her post doing her job like
Yeah.
a proper girl?
Yeah, she was.
Wonderful. Did you talk to her?
Yeah, I talked to her.
Great.
She
On a
told me it
scale
was
of 1 to 10,
cursed.
How compelled were you to buy books after talking with her?
Let's give her a 5. No, a 10. She did try really hard.
My precious, her dedication brings joy to
We
my
want to make
heart.
sure she gets dinner
If you
tonight.
have children, I hope they turn out as great as my Annette.
I don't, but even if I did, they wouldn't. Alright. The way you're handling her strikes me as wrong. Annette is quite the trooper. She's a great value add. I'm here to dismantle the free market. Blah, 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 blah. Okay. She's
As a
great.
young
She's
girl should
amazing.
be, with a
Praising
proper
her.
attitude, she'll have a bright financial future.
Yeah. Alright, let's go. Let's
The
change
woman
this.
before you scans the store, her shoulders rigid and tense. Every now and then, she nudges her glasses.
What if I want to buy a book, lady?
Goodness, you were already doing good, browsing the shelves. Why'd you stop? Don't you feel compelled? Go, go. Get back
What?
there. The books await you.
What kind of book do you have? I mean, Annette already told me, but I'm going to ask
Everything
again.
is on the shelves. Take a look
She's
yourself.
like, I don't know what we
The
have. My
shelves
daughter does.
compel you, don't they?
No, they don't. Okay,
She
fine.
smiles and nods, seemingly relieved.
She killed him. She strung that dude up. All right, let's go upstairs. Run! Get your exercise in, sir. A quaint picture book brochure. Very colorful. It's a tome of fascist magic. Rather candid. Aren't, like, fascists against magic? Isn't that, like, an oxymoron? Maybe not. I guess you could have a fascist magician. Another boring book. Just discard it here. Ooh, we got booked. Okay, let's look. What's in here? First
This
editions.
bookstore is not strictly about crime, romance, and biographies of
Darn.
famous people. There's also a wide range of paranormal.
We should have asked her if she had 50 Shades of Grey. Were they into super weird magic and mythology? That feels like they wouldn't be, but I mean, I don't know. I don't know anything. Storekeep, what books are these? Let's look through the
Amidst
shelf
the
first.
various books, you find one written by someone named Matthias W. Dundas. It's about wholeness, unity, balance.
Or WUB, for short.
These three things are very important to the working class mind.
Okay. Wholeness, unity, and
The
balance.
point of the book, and many others on this shelf, is to give people medicinal advice in situations where they don't have access
Oh,
to
so
paid
we're just
health
dealing with,
services.
like, home therapies.
It serves platitudes, while also telling everyone that traditional medicine, the kind people don't have access to, and which costs more than this book,
True.
is garbage, and would only give you cancer anyway, without even curing your cold
I
or anything.
mean, many of our current therapies do give you cancer, so that's fine. Or
Wholeness,
various other things.
unity, balance, on the other hand, can basically take care of anything.
Drink your own pee.
Though it is important to note, when it's up to your mind to heal yourself, then it's because of your mind that you're ill in the first place.
Does the book say
The
anything
book
else?
features chapters on topics such as how to find magnesium.
I got that.
It even lists plants you can harvest magnesium from.
I got a lady
How
for
to
that.
continue drinking if you're an alcoholic who has destroyed his liver.
Oh, perfect. This is the book for us.
There's even a chapter on the ancient Seraise tradition of using duck gallbladder preservatives to treat and prevent sexually transmitted diseases.
We can even help with our
Pre- and
syphilis.
Post factum apply.
One-stop
worth
shop.
buying.
Nothing worth buying. This thing is like what we came here for. I haven't found a topic on here that would not be useful.
This is just mundane garbage. What's even paranatural about this?
What does this mean? Does anyone know? Like, it says, like, succeeded, medium versus your total, but, like, I didn't even get to roll. How does it decide if I succeeded or not? How do I know if I failed it? Like, I'm confused about these numbers. So let's see. So I had to inspect the victim's body. I just need to get near it. Okay. I already tried that. I had to go. Okay. Which ones did I finish? I only did 4 so far. How are we doing with this? 41%? Okay. Think! What are we doing here? Can we level up yet? No, we can't. Okay. Inland Empire. Ooh. Let's go.
The throbbing
Yes!
in your head increases with every passing moment you gaze at this shelf. Suddenly, as if out of nowhere, a small green book becomes apparent.
Fix me book.
The title of it reads, Medicinal Purposes of the Pale.
What's this book about?
The book contains descriptions of various pseudoscientific therapies, alternative medicines, and folk remedies involving the pale.
The pale.
Also known as le territoire.
Okay.
For
Tell me.
example, it recommends vigorously swatting one's naked body with a venik or hand broom, made from the leafy twigs of a young birch tree from the near pale.
Am I just making this up, or does anyone else remember? Wasn't there like a scene in... Yeah, I know. Wasn't there a scene in, oh my god, Hunchback of Notre Dame where like the priest is like whipping himself, which I feel like is very dark for a Disney film, but I'm like 99% certain there was a scene in there where he's just like full on beating himself. And children are just like, yeah, this is fine. It's all good. It's totally normal. Alright, that sounds painful.
It is supposedly invigorating.
Oh, it was implied. Okay. Do you remember... Oh, speaking of this, also, I think it was in the Passion of Christ movie, because, of course, I had to... You know, every Catholic is dragged when that movie was out in the theaters. But I feel like there was a part that they really, really made more intense than it was. Yeah, self-flagellation. Where, like, the dude was, like, beating someone. They were, like, whipping. I don't think it was Jesus. I think it was, like, the other guy, the Barabbas guy. But they were, like, full-on whipping someone with, like, these chains with these little metal Barbie pieces on. Not Barbie. Like, barbed pieces. Not Barbie. But they, like, attached it, and then they were, like, ripping off chunks of flesh. Oh, so graphic. But I feel like it was in that book, in that movie. Anyway, that's what I think of. It's just, like, pieces of, like, skin getting ripped off. Yeah, right? I'm not making that up. I mean, watch, I am, but I'm just convincing all of you that it was in there. But I'm pretty sure it was in there. It is supposedly invigorating and good for the circulation. I don't believe this, but, okay, what else is in there?
It also recommends consuming distilled spirits, like vodka or whiskey, that have been aged in the pale. Readers are instructed to cover these jars in a shallow hole just inside the pale and leave them there for 30 to 60 days, depending on the potency desired.
All right, what does that do?
Among other benefits, it is alleged to restore the damaged liver.
This is
to
our
perfect
kind of
health. That seems
remedy.
Improbable.
I should probably get my hands on some of that. What else is in there? How is that possible? Okay,
For general health and well-being, readers are encouraged to take regular strolls through the pale, though a sidebar cautions readers to limit each stroll to less than an hour.
Okay.
These strolls promise
We're
to
learning.
cleanse the mind of
This is a
worries
learning
and the
stream.
body of toxins, especially if the perambulator performs this ritual in the nude.
Oh, so now we're
Nudity
like...
figures prominently in a number of these prescriptions.
Guys. This changes everything. Is anyone else realizing that in Game of Thrones, the shame scene when Cersei Lannister is walked through the town, like, naked and being like hit with stuff for shame. And they're like, shame. They were just curing her. I mean, based on what we're reading here, when you walk naked outside and you're getting beaten with a switch, I mean, they're just curing you of all your ailments. She wasn't in trouble. Just saying.
This is exactly what you need.
Yeah, this is exactly what I
There's an
need.
entire section devoted to cures for men who are struggling to perform
I have
their
that problem
marital
too, guys.
obligations.
Well, certainly I don't need that. No, I don't need
You
that.
close the book and return it to its place.
I
on
don't
the
need
shelf.
that one. Thank you. Alright, I don't have enough money for this. So... Okay, we're just gonna leave that. Oh, should we ask her? Should we ask
This
her?
bookstore is
Storekeep. Sir, please no browsing.
Please, no browsing in that shelf. That wisdom is not for free.
Oh, fine.
I can't have you end up, like, opening a police store next door and stealing my customers. Oh no!
Alright, fine. You don't want me to know all your customers that are, like,
on the shelf
Viagra? That's
reads,
fine.
biographies of famous people. You see a large variety of names,
All right,
none
let's-
of which ring a bell.
Alright, let's look through it.
Browsing through all the books
They
with
got
all
Bill
their
Clinton on
names
here?
makes your head spin. None of these seem important or relevant. It's all just vapid egoism.
Okay.
Suddenly, a particularly odd title catches your eye. It reads, High Speed Love, the tragic true love story of Jacob Irv and Alfie Delatraz by one Cecilia Avalon.
Ooh, intrigue. Let's go. What's this about? It's like Pride and Prejudice, only juicier.
High Speed Love chronicles the romance between two of the finest tip-top tourney racers in history.
Ooh.
One of them is the madcap driver,
Blonde mane,
Jacob Irv.
just like mine.
His blonde mane graces the cover. Next to Irv's life story, you see a slim biography of an Occidental rock star called the Anti-Star. He's famous for shooting morphine into one of his eyeballs and cocaine
Yes.
into the other.
Okay. Tried that once, never again.
Next to that, Revacholian radio personality Guillaume Bevy stands in front of a rundown drug den. He's a permanent fixture on Channel 8, reporting on real-life crime and ruining cops' days.
We're getting you, Guillaume Bevy.
I really must insist you buy one of the books. Reading them is not for free. Do still browse though, but not too long.
Okay, lady, get off our
I'm
backs.
sorry, I did not mean to rush you. You are browsing.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Take your time. Time is commerce.
Yeah,
I
God.
would say the greatest innocence. Yes, most certainly. It's an important educational tool, delving into the depths of history, religion, and their relation to innocentic power.
What is that?
A very influential historical figure. But surely I don't have to tell you that. You're a law officer, and law officers have at least some education.
Well, at least she gives us some credit.
The book is also very daring. The author aims to re-examine the universal understandings of the innocentic system, creating a fresh vantage point and a shift in the tired order of things. Certainly, it's prudent for a person to have at least an elementary understanding of history and
No.
society.
I've made it this long,
Imagine
lady.
the chaos we'd be in otherwise.
You feel like you should get this one. Definitely. It's important somehow. There's something personal inside.
What is this total? Hold on. How do I get my scores here? How do we know what our scores are on our character? So this is a 5. Like, how do I get... That thing said it was easy because I got a 10. But how do I... How did they get that? Like, how did we get this? Where did the 10 come from? Where is the 10? You feel like you should get this one. Definitely. It's important somehow. I can't afford that. I only have $4, okay? Alright, let's look at this bookshelf and piss her off even more.
These shelves are overburdened with books from the same series. You see the name Dick Mullen over and
I
over.
feel like, am I actually gonna learn anything? Well, okay, let's just look
Crime
through.
fiction is a disgrace. An asinine misrepresentation
I feel like
of
this
the
is just
physical
making us
attributes
mad.
of the arduous everyday work of actual police officers.
Alright, my job is so arduous.
These books greatly overstate the excitement of police work, glossing over how long it takes to actually follow up on leads and eliminate dead ends. What's more, they completely ignore
Yep.
the psychological hardships of year after year coming into contact with people during the worst days of their lives. Not a single mention of all the stress this work creates upon
Yep.
the officer's family. Detective fiction just
No.
doesn't tell the truth at all. Now, would you like a list of all the books found on the shelf?
No, I don't.
Shelves filled to the brim with
No.
crime novels featuring the supposedly stalwart Vespertine detective, Dick Mullen.
Alright, we're done. We're done here. Lady, you have nothing for us. What's here? Can I go back here?
You see a set of tattered curtains blocking the way to another room. A strange cage-like trinket dangles from the curtains.
Excuse me, officer.
Excuse
This
me.
room is strictly for employees only.
Shopkeeper! What's back there?
Now, please go back to browsing the books. Don't you feel compelled to look at the books?
No,
The
I don't
books
care.
are all you care about.
No, they're not.
She speaks almost as if she's trying to put a spell on you,
What?
urging you to buy more books.
I don't want any
Oddly
books.
enough, the more she tries to draw you away from the curtains, the more alluring they become.
Alright, let's look at this little
You see
trinket.
some kind of charm, an irregular polyhedron.
Oh my gosh, she's
assembled from
totally a
bones,
witch.
Sticks and straw. Inside, a disturbing fish head with empty eye sockets stares at you.
Witch! Oh, I had to scroll. I was like, what?
This is a traditional Seminese ward, meant to
Who are you,
provide
sir?
protection against ill luck, bad
Oh,
dreams,
she believes in the
curses,
curse.
and other supernatural
Yep.
scourges. Inhabitants of Ile de Fantôme, the Seminine Islands.
I like how we
outside.
have this dude to tell us everything. Alright,
Aside from poking at it suspiciously, there is nothing else to do with the fish head charm at this time. The curtains remain shut.
Alright,
you.
let's rip these babies open. Go.
Just as you're about to pull apart the curtains, the petrified voice of the shop owner cries out once more.
Sir, don't touch that. I told you it's off limits. for
I'm
the
not a
customers.
customer lady, I'm a cop. Her hands closed around her pendant, her fingers nervously playing with the talisman.
Parapsychologically speaking, we're dumb if you decide to open them. I won't be held responsible for the consequences. It's too dangerous.
I'm going back there.
She looks away, mumbling. Why is everyone always messing with the curtains? Why can't they just buy books like normal people?
This one.
No,
That you're
it's
afraid of
just
the
a
curse.
storeroom for the employees. I told you. Now, please step
That
away
if
from
it's
the
just a
curtains.
storeroom, you wouldn't mind us going there. Ma'am, this is different.
Why? It's not like anyone was killed.
We don't know that. She tripped
I'm
up.
sorry. I don't mean to be so impolite. Just please don't go there. I can't allow that. You'll only make things worse and unleash.
Oh, we're
your
unleashing powers. Let's go in there.
You do? My God! Even more reasons not to mess with the curtains. Just step away, dear sir.
Nope, we're going.
No! Please just talk to me, officer. Come here and let's talk this through before you.
Why
decide
don't
to
you
do
want me
anything
back there?
Extreme.
Talking is always good. Go see what she has to say. There is something mysterious about the curtains. Be careful. The curtains, tattered with age and covered in dust, hang before you, as if taunting you.
Alright, let's ignore them for now. Let's talk to the lady. And then we're going back there and we're ripping the crap out of them. We're just ripping them apart.
Hello again, esteemed officer, and welcome to Crime, Romance.
Oh, why
I
won't you
already
let us
told
back
you,
there?
It's just a storage room for employees. I don't understand why it's so important to you.
We're investigating a murder, lady.
Just let it go, officer. Go buy some goddamn books. You're supposed to be drawn to the book.
We're not.
She recites it like it's a poem, or like she's playing a role she's grown tired of.
If it's okay. It's not like it's cursed, right? There we go. She wavers under your gaze, mouth pressed into a tight-lipped frown. Then she breaks down.
Okay, fine. It's because this place is cursed.
Yes.
Just like Annette said. They don't call it the doomed commercial area for nothing. Are you happy now, officer? Happy that you've ruined everything?
Yep. She closes her eyes and starts mumbling something to her pendant. Why didn't you just tell me right away about
It's not good to talk about the curse. Not in detail. The negativism. It's dangerous. Talking about the void wraiths angers them.
Wow.
We need a witcher.
Raves. You have no words.
How does this curse manifest itself?
Is so much worse than you could imagine. It's a disease, eating at the very foundation.
A shiver runs through the woman as she looks around the dimly lit store.
It's the curse of financial distress, of ruin and bankruptcy.
She peers at the curtains again. There's a bankruptcy monster back there. Didn't that curtain just move? Yeah, Annette mentioned that.
It's not just that, officer. We're dealing with something
supernatural
here. It's the cacodemons, feeding off bad business practices and disappointing income statements. There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you. Ever since I arrived, I've sensed an eerie, lingering presence. As if I was unwanted here.
Have you asked anyone for help?
Yes. I've contacted numerous parapsychologists. And even a pair of Simonese mediators.
Hence the ward
They
over it.
provided me with the wards.
Yep. She nods at the strange cage-like trinket on the curtains.
The wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against the darkness that lies further in the building. Even though now I fear it's not enough.
Is that what your pendant's also doing?
This. No, it's a special Himian amulet, blessed by desert pygmy shamans, with a spell of compulsion. It's to compel people
that's
to
why
buy
she's always
books.
talking to it.
There are numerous spells cast throughout the store. I had the books anointed with a different inducement spell, for example. It's guaranteed to boost sales. 15%!
It's not working on me.
Desert pygmy shamans. That sounds like a rather questionable way to describe a group of people.
Alright, let's take the
No,
case.
certainly not. I don't want anyone who's not familiar with the psychic arts to get involved in this mess. Stay away. Leave the spirits be, so they can return to
we're
their
going back there.
slumber.
Alright,
My liege, you know what this case calls for? A para-detective.
yes! Are we going? Are we trying? Oh, we have an 83% chance of success. We're going. Come on, come on, come on.
Slither up to her, you silver-tongued fiend.
Oh, yes.
Show her what world-class perfidy looks like.
Just put the hair back. Ma'am, I came here to help. I've handled paranatural situations before.